Well, hi, I'm Jean Lawler. I'm the host of the Roads to Resolution, Closure, and Certainty podcast, and it's a pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you so much for your time, which I know is very valuable. You may recall that last week I said that I was going to start a little mini series of a few videos and podcasts on insurance in mediation. So today is the second of these, and what I want to talk about today are the three levels of damages in bad faith suits. And when I say that, I say, remember the triangle. So what I'm going to hold up here, and then for those of you who are listening, you can't see what I'm holding, but essentially it's a piece of paper on which I have made a triangle, and I call it the bad faith damage matrix. The bottom of the triangle is for contractual damages. The middle of the triangle is extra contractual damages. And at the very tip top of the triangle are punitive damages. And these are the damages that are available for alleged bad faith case or for bad faith cases if you're able to prove it, and the types of damages that would be discussed in a mediation. Some states may have other types of damages, such as statutory damages that would be available, but I'm talking right now basic contractually related damages and those arising out of the insurance contract. And so that is a triangle to remember, okay? The contractual damages are the first level, and those are the damages that can be awarded for policy benefits that were owed but not paid, is what it is in a nutshell. Whether it's a first party policy, a fire, a flood policy, an underinsured motorist policy, something like that, uninsured motorist policy, where money should have been paid directly to the insured. Those are policy benefits, and those would be the kinds of contractual damages in a first party case against an insurer. In a third party case, the question of contractual damages would come up in the sense of perhaps defense counsel fees against the plaintiff in the underlying lawsuit if the insurer did not pay those fees and they had a duty to defend, or the payment of a judgment, perhaps if the insurer did not pay the judgment, denied coverage, or there was a dispute as to coverage. There's as many of these situations as your imagination can take you to, I suppose. But those are the types of damages that would constitute contractual damages from a third party in a third party context. All right. The next level of damages would be extra contractual damages, i.e., bad faith damages, and stated another way, the breach of the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. Now, just because it's found that there's a breach of contract does not mean that a court, a judge, a jury would find that there was breach of the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. So you may not get to this level of damages at the end of the day, but you might. But what these kinds of damages are a couple of types of things. They're really compensatory damages for the consequences that resulted from whatever the breach of the contract was in the first place that led to the contractual damages. So attorney fees to prove up coverage is a very typical and probably first level type of damages for extra contractual. In California, we refer to them as Brandt fees. B as in boy, RANDT, Brandt fees. And so that's there. And what else? Emotional distress, loss of income, lost opportunities. Just it depends on what was experienced in any particular given situation. But those would be extra contractual damages. And in mediation, I've so often heard lawyers who are not, everyday insurance attorneys, they don't deal with insurance every day, just jump right away to the claims involving bad faith or the alleged wrongdoings on the part of the insurance company with respect to a claim. Like maybe they allegedly didn't investigate fast enough, they didn't pay fast enough, they didn't defend, they didn't do whatever it is that the plaintiff or the claimant thinks they should have done fast enough or at all, for that matter, I suppose. So don't just jump to those cases or to those kinds of damages. You have to start at the bottom, at the very beginning. And those would be the contractual damages. I have had defense attorneys representing insurers in mediations who said, why is this other attorney just talking about all these bad faith damages, but they're not claiming that we didn't pay them everything that was owed, or the we being their client, the insurance company. And so, please remember, you have to be able to show things that the insurance company should have paid under the policy that they didn't, to then get to the next level of showing or claiming what you would for extra contractual damages, or for even discussing them. The third level of damages are punitive damages, and those really are probably rarely going to be discussed in a mediation, because an insurer would vehemently deny that that level's been met. Punitive damages are where behavior has been malicious or oppressive or fraudulent. And so it's a very high standard of proof. But you can't get punitive damages if you're, a court or whatever, if you haven't established and already gotten the extra contractual damages, and you can only get those if you've established contractual damages. So in terms of this, a triangle, keep it in mind that you've got to prove the bottom to get to the next level, to get to the next level. And just because you get through one level doesn't mean you will go up to another level. But for talking points, keep the triangle in mind. It will not fail you. Okay. Thank you so much for being with me today. It's always my pleasure to welcome you to Roads to Resolution, Closure, and Certainty. I would be so pleased to have you follow me on YouTube, LinkedIn, to reach out to me if you have any questions, and or email me. Take it from there. Thank you so much, and goodbye. Have a